Hey, Lizzie here, and today I have a very special video for you. I am in my hometown of Nyack, New York, and I'm going to be biking some of my most frequented and favorite bike routes from where it all started. So today I'm going to be taking this really awesome vintage Lotus bike that my brother found for me across the Cuomo Bridge. Now, this didn't exist when I was a kid, but I think this is something that I always really desired, was to be able to bike across the Hudson River from my hometown. So they totally rebuilt the TappanZee bridge. Now it's called the Cuomo Bridge, and they built in a pedestrian and bike path that goes all the way across the river, and you could even continue, I think, taking bike paths all the way to New York City. But first, I want to show you what I'm wearing today. So I'm going to be wearing my pair of these cycling kit and socks. This is one of my favorite combos here, and it matches my bike. One thing that I really love about this jersey is how it feels. It's some of the best feeling Lycra or spandex that I've ever had. I love the seamless ends and the colors, the prints. It's like sophisticated yet fun and colorful, and I also have matching socks. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna hop on my bike and we're gonna get some freaking donuts.
But first, let's take another look at this bike. So this is a Lotus Unique. It's steel lugged frame. It has the non-index shifter, so you actually have to find like the perfect place where the bike will shift. It's really fun. These bikes were made in Japan in the mid-80s, and it has the original clips and leather straps, which is really cool. This bike was actually a dumpster find, so you might be surprised what people throw out. This is an amazing bike and perfect for cruising around town. Talking about town, we are starting off in downtown Nyack at Boxer Donut and Espresso Bar. This is my first time here. This was not here when I grew up, so I think it's a fairly new establishment. I'm going to have a just pink sprinkle donut and a coffee. Now, the donut was okay. I'm gonna give the donut a 7 out of 10. However, the coffee was so good for a small town coffee shop. I think that in small towns, sometimes it's hard to find really good coffee, but I'm gonna give this coffee an 8.5 out of 10. So pretty freaking solid. All right, starting our journey heading south on Franklin Street. We're gonna take this street pretty much across town. And then once we get to Depew, you can just hang a left through the park and there will be a little gravel path that takes you directly to the bridge path.
About half a mile of gravel.
Intersection right here is where you can find the bike path. So you're just going to cross when you get the light, and you can take either path. You can take that gravel to the left, or there is a completely paved path to the right. Does not matter the path.
So you get some pavement here. The path is split into two, which is really nice. You have these beautiful sculptures.
So at that intersection, you have the choice to go all the way to Piermont on a really fun gravel path, or you go down to the left, and this is how you get on the bike path. So there'll be a man stationed there. You're not supposed to have any dogs. There's hours, but they pretty much kept to themselves. So yeah, service animals only, which was annoying when I had my dog here. You're gonna start your journey, and there is both a place for cyclists and pedestrians as well. Now I found that on the weekend this path was really crowded with a lot of pedestrians, a lot of really big families, and it was a little bit hard to navigate as a cyclist on the weekend. This video was taken in the middle of the day during the week, so you'll notice there are some slower cyclists, some children, and it really is kind of a family multi-use bike path. There is a speed limit, about 15 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour in some places. So this isn't a cycling raceway. Again, it is a multi-use path. So definitely share it with everyone so cyclists don't get banned from the path. Another thing is that it is fairly noisy. There's no real sound protection between the highway and you, which is kind of a bummer. On the other side, it is a beautiful path. You get lovely views of the river. One thing I did notice was most of the path on the way to Westchester is uphill. So it's not like your standard bridge where half of it's uphill, half of it's downhill. I think I was mostly climbing all the way to Westchester, and then the way back was mostly downhill. This is what most of the path looks like. Every once in a while you'll have these really beautiful viewing stations where you have this clear paneling and you get these beautiful views of the river, so that's really nice. And then it's really cool when you get up close and personal to the structure of the bridge. I thought that was really cool, just to be that close to this huge engineering accomplishment. I love being close up and seeing the structure and the suspension and the support. It's just so big. It's really cool. So 3.6 miles in, you will exit off the bridge and you will find yourself at the Westchester viewing platform. The bike path ends here. Technically, you're supposed to get off your bike, and there's a really nice place to sit down, tables, chairs, as well as vending machines. And talking about vending machines, I think cold Diet Coke sounds really good right now.
Today was a short ride. I'm gonna go pick up my mom from physical therapy, so I gotta go bike to my parents' house, go get the car. I'm just gonna ride back. This bike was perfect for a ride like this.
And now it's time to ride back and enjoy the views. I mean, what a beautiful day. I miss these little cotton ball clouds in Southern California. You just don't get those. So again, just beautiful views. I do think this is a ride you should put on your list or use it to, connect to New York City. I just wanted to take a second to thank you for joining me today on my ride, and I hope I see you soon.